get a little water, please? A little Kool-Aid or something? I'm not a cactus. I ain't gonna make it.
The 90s gave us some of the best teen shows of all time. But let's be real. Some of them completely disappeared from our memory. These were shows we lived for after school, but over time, they got lost in the shuffle. Today, we're bringing them back. Let's take a trip down memory lane with 5 forgotten 90s teen shows you probably watched.
It's the Mr. Michael Show, bringing back the classic shows.
Number 5. Hangin' with Mr. Cooper, 1992 to 1997. Take a little bit of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, mix in Full House, and you get Hangin' with Mr. Cooper. This show followed Mark Cooper, a former NBA player turned high school teacher, played by comedian Mark Curry. His mix of goofy charm and tough love made him one of the most entertaining TV teachers of the 90s. He was like that cool teacher everyone wished they had, cracking jokes, bending the rules just enough to be fun, but still dropping wisdom when it mattered. Plus, the show had epic guest stars, including Raven Simone, and a theme song that just screamed 90s. It ran for 5 seasons, but for some reason, it doesn't get the same nostalgic love as other 90s sitcoms. Maybe because it didn't lean into heavy drama or over-the-top plot twists like some of its counterparts. But if you loved a good feel-good sitcom with tons of laughs, this one deserves a rewatch. Number 4. Breaker High, 1997 to 1998.
I gotta do the stupid tea ceremony thing.
Really? Oh, I'm doing it too. We can be partners.
Yay.
I've always loved tea.
High school on a cruise ship. Need we say more? Breaker High took your typical high school drama and set it on the open ocean, giving us travel, romance, and over-the-top 90s antics. Imagine having math class one minute, then stepping outside to see the Eiffel Tower the next. The show followed a group of students getting a world-class education. But let's be real, no one was watching for the school part. It was all about the pranks, the crushes, and the kind of insane field trips we could only dream of. And let's not forget, this show starred a very young Ryan Gosling, years before he became a Hollywood A-lister. Sadly, it only lasted 1 season, but if you watched it, you probably dreamed about your school taking a field trip that never ends. It was fun, lighthearted, and exactly the kind of show that made you want to skip school and set sail on your own adventure. Number 3. Ghostwriter, 1992 to 1995.
We think he might be a ghost.
Be serious.
Before Stranger Things made solving mysteries cool, we had Ghostwriter. This was a PBS classic that followed a group of kids solving mysteries with the help of a ghost, who could only communicate by rearranging words in books, signs, and letters. It was a mix of educational fun and actual suspense, making every 90s kid want to become a detective. But this wasn't just any ghost. It was an invisible friend who helped kids crack real cases, and somehow, no adults ever noticed. The best part? It made learning spelling and reading actually exciting. Because who wouldn't want a supernatural study buddy? Even though it only lasted 3 seasons, Ghostwriter was so loved that it got a reboot in 2019. But let's be real, the 90s version, with its campy charm and unforgettable theme song, will always be the best. Number 2. Are You Afraid of the Dark? 1990 to 2000. Every 90s kid remembers Goosebumps, but before that, we had Are You Afraid of the Dark? A show that gave kids nightmares on a weekly basis. Every episode featured the Midnight Society, a group of kids telling terrifying stories around a campfire. From haunted houses to creepy clowns, this show did not hold back on the scares. Some episodes were so disturbing, they could still send chills down your spine today, like the infamous Laughing in the Dark episode, featuring Zeebo the Clown. If you know, you know. Unlike most forgotten shows, this one refused to stay dead, getting multiple reboots over the years. But nothing beats the original version that terrified us all. It was basically the reason most 90s kids were afraid of their basements at night. Yet we kept watching week after week. Number 1. Bug Juice, 1998 to 2001. Before reality TV took over, Disney Channel gave us Bug Juice, a real-life look at summer camp. This wasn't scripted like Salute Your Shorts. It was a documentary-style show that followed real kids as they made friends, had camp crushes, and got into all sorts of drama. If you ever went to summer camp, this show probably felt a little too real. The arguments over who got the top bunk, the awkward campfire sing-alongs, the thrill of sneaking out after lights out. Bug Juice had it all. It was the ultimate summer experience in a TV show, and it gave kids who never went to camp a front row seat to all the fun and occasional heartbreak that came with it. It lasted 3 seasons, but for some reason, it's one of Disney's most forgotten shows. If you watched this, congrats! You were a true 90s kid. And let's be honest, part of us still wonders what happened to those campers. And there you have it, 5 forgotten teen shows from the 90s that deserve another look. Which one do you remember the most? Or did we miss one? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget, like, subscribe,